My name is Marion Gray-Hopkins, and I am the co-founder and president of the Coalition of Concerned Mothers. It's an organization, unfortunately, that is comprised of mothers that have lost their children to police brutality or community violence, as well as being incarcerated. And so we work with families across the country as well as here locally to help them as they journey through their justice and as they journey to their healing.
Hi, my name is Pamela Brooks. I'm also a member of the Coalition of Concerned Mothers. And I joined the organization maybe about 2 years ago when I met Marion at an event. I represent my son, Amir Brooks, he lost his life at the hands of law enforcement in 2014.
And did you have that experience as well?
I did. I lost my son, Gary Hopkins Jr., November 27, 1999, at the hands of a Prince George's County police officer.
My son was at the hand of an off-duty Prince George's County police officer August 6, 2014. This has got worse.
It's gotten worse?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I think it's just, to me, as African Americans, I don't know why we're getting the most of it, because it seems like this is happening every day. It's nonstop. And what I've learned is no justice among African Americans. That's just my opinion. There has been no justice. Very few people have been convicted of, police have been convicted of police brutality.
Of course, as she just mentioned, you see when she lost her son, Amir Brooks, and I lost Gary nearly 20 years ago. And we know that every 23 hours or less, primarily people of color are murdered every single day, many of which are dealing with psychological issues, or they are in fact unarmed. And so that's the purpose of this organization. We want to be able to stop the killing by law enforcement officers, as well as help the families as they journey to their justice.
Okay.
Well, we worked on policy changes. As a matter of fact, that we have had some change in the state of Maryland in that police officers are required to report any excessive or deadly force. Unfortunately, that hasn't come to fruition yet, but it is in fact a law. We're currently working with California, who just recently had legislation of you have to have certain reasons to use excessive force. It's AB 392, I think the legislation is. So we're working with the ACLU, we're working with Amnesty International, and working with our local as well as national legislators to see if they can come up with some type of laws and policy changes to stop this killing of our loved ones. Unfortunately, we are reaching out. We're trying to raise funds to help other families, because what you find is when a lot of families, when they lose their loved ones, mothers are unable to work. Some of them are single parents, and they just don't have the financial wherewithal to be able to carry on. We know mothers that are living out of their cars. They're living from pillar to post. They just don't have it. So ultimately, we would want to be able to help in a financial way, but in the interim, we actually direct and guide them to where they can get these necessary resources to, if you will, somewhat rebuild their new normal life.
And one thing we also do is lend an arm and a hand. We're there to talk to them. You need a hug, we're there. We help moms through it. It's not easy, but we help them, because we're still grieving ourselves.
And I will say, through helping them, it's helping to heal me.
Yep, I
because
agree.
When you know that you're not the only one going through this, because that's how you feel, it's just me. And so to know that there are others that are feeling this devastating pain and heart-wrenching pain that you feel, it helps you to heal in that process.
And a lot of times, Marion and myself, we go to events, and a lot of times people don't want to come to events because they think they're sad events. But when we're at events, we laugh, we talk about our children, we talk about happy times with our children. We don't want to, the sadness is over. It's time to get out here, talk about our children, to help the next child, parent or child, so they won't be in our situation. Yes, I do want to add, there's a documentary being currently worked on my son. It's called the Amir Brooks Story. You can Google it. There's a trailer out, and it's going to be on Amazon Prime and Netflix. It's about injustice.